On average, you blink 28,000 times a day, and blinking provides mental rest, new research suggests. Then why the fuck am I still anxious? Me, like, just blinking a lot to relieve my anxiety. Not working. Been blinking my whole life. Not working. Debunked. Hi, hello, and welcome to the Full Body Chills stream. Well, a little bit different because today's stories are true. Allegedly. Okay, we have 3 scary stories, 3 terrifying experiences on someone's first day at work or in a new job. First day at a new job. That's what I was going to say. I think blink more than that and don't think it works. Yeah, I don't think blinking works to relieve your anxiety, I guess. It's like, what? Why? Wait, did it? Oh, okay. So far not working. But hi, hello. If you're new here, I'm FEARSONA. You can call me Sona, you can call me Imona, and I'm your friendly neighborhood true crime VTuber, here to give you full body chills and here to tell you some pretty scary first day on the job experiences. So sit back, make yourself comfortable, get a hot beverage because this is gonna give you full body chills, and yeah, let's get right into it in a minute. Actually, in a minute. I just wanted to first thank my mods, Shy, Eric, Kronos. Who else was here? Because I think Eric. Wait, was IDK here? I don't think so. But thank you so much to my mods especially, and you guys remember to abide by the chat rules so that mods can also enjoy the stream. All right. Okay, we're ready for this. Are you guys ready? So, the first story. Back in 2004... I fucked it up from the beginning. Wait, okay, let's set the mood. Yes, speaking to you. Imona speaking to you from the gas station. You know, ignore the fact that I'm outside. I hope that people will ignore the fact that I'm outside with a microphone and you know, like, just telling some weird, scary stories in front of an abandoned gas station. Well, I mean, not really abandoned, but like a gas station in the middle of nowhere. Just ignore the weird girl with a microphone. Pizza gas station, yeah, pizza and gas station. So if I get hungry, I can just step in for some pizza. Totally not scary in the middle of nowhere. Okay, so the first story. Back in 2004, I was a broke teenager, so my mom made me get a job at our local McDonald's. God forbid. This is not part. There is gonna be commentary from me. It was nothing special. It was my very first day working at McDonald's. I was so nervous but excited to start my new job. I got the breakfast shift and I had to be there to start prepping at 5 a.m. Jesus Christ, holy guacamole. I hardly slept the night before. Anxious about making a good impression, I arrived early, introduced myself to the manager, Tanya, and she got me set up. I spent the first hour or so watching training videos and filling out paperwork. Tanya said I was picking things up quickly and could start helping out up front. Around 7:30 a.m., things started to pick up as we got into the core breakfast rush. I was working the register, taking orders and collecting payments. We had a full restaurant. People eating, people waiting in line. I recognized a few regulars Tanya pointed out. About a half an hour into my register duty, the front door chimed as a customer walked in. Also, Ketsuya, thank you so much for 5 memberships. Congratulations to everyone who got the membership. Enjoy. He was a white man, probably early 40s, average height and build, wearing jeans, boots, and a plain shirt. Oh, sorry, plain, yeah. He quietly got into... I'm doing such a great job with these stories. Just ignore me. He quietly got into line, keeping his head down. When he got to me, he ordered a sausage McMuffin meal. Meal. I'm so great at this. When he got to me, he ordered a sausage McMuffin meal to go and handed me a $10 bill. As I opened the cash drawer to make change, he suddenly pulled out a gun from his coat pocket. I froze in terror and shock. This couldn't be happening, I thought. The man shouted violently for everyone to get down and shut up, or he would start shooting. A woman nearby let out a scream, which agitated the man. In a flash, he rapidly fired the gun at her, and the bullet hit her directly in the chest. She collapsed to the floor, the whole scene unfolding in mere seconds. The robber grabbed me by the shirt over the counter and put the hot barrel firmly into my cheek. His eyes were bulging and frantic, like he was on heavy drugs. He told me to empty the cash register drawer immediately into a bag he threw at me. My hands were quivering so badly I could hardly grasp the money. Meanwhile, the rest of the lobby had erupted into pandemonium, with some people running for the door and others ducking behind tables. Just then, the manager, Tanya, came rushing out from the back area. She saw the woman bleeding out on the tiled floor, then the robber pressing the gun into my face. I could see Tanya assessing the situation, hesitating for a moment on what to do next. In that pause, the crazed robber suddenly withdrew from me and fired 2 consecutive shots directly at Tanya. Shit. A piercing temporary deafness filled my ears. Tanya's body hit the floor with a sick thud. I looked at the gory wound in her chest in utter disbelief, expecting she might gasp for air or show any splinter of life, but she was already gone. An eerie silence fell over the restaurant. The reality and trauma finally set in for me. I could feel myself nearly passing out. Through the fog, I could hear police sirens approaching outside. The robber grabbed the bag of cash from the counter where I had dropped it. On his way out, he fired the gun erratically behind him towards anyone standing nearby. I later learned one of those final bullets killed a man who had been waiting quietly for his breakfast order when the madness broke out. The survivor guilt crushed me for weeks, thinking if I had gotten the robber what he wanted faster, that man might be alive, but the trauma counselor told me that was misplaced blame. In the end, 3 people were dead, and I was left emotionally scarred from the events of my first day on the job. The robber was caught the next day trying to skip town. Every time I pass a McDonald's now, everything comes flooding back as if it just happened yesterday. Damn! Okay, I thought it would be like a little bit paranormal, a little bit... Okay, this feels real also. How do you recover from that? I have no idea, man. What? I was okay, because this is the first time I'm reading these stories, and I was kind of half expecting to be like, okay, well, you know, maybe some unexplained, like real events, but like unexplained. Oh, this just feels real. I mean, yeah, this is real. This feels too real. Probably the mom was just like, you know what, kid? You know what, honey? You don't have to work. It's okay. You don't have to work for the rest of your life. It's fine. Stay home. I don't know, work online. It's fine. Don't leave the house. Okay. Okay, the second story. So this next story, okay, so story number 2. Are you guys ready? Because I'm like, I'm a little scared too. Keep calm. Don't get a job. Stay home. Stay home and lock your doors and lock your windows, because staying home is also dangerous. I mean, you never know. You never know what's gonna happen. But wait, that's it? Yeah, that was it for the first story. But now we're gonna go to story number 2. I once worked as a direct care aide for a 65-year-old woman with a developmental disability. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Her daughter, who was in her 40s, worked overnights, and she needed a caretaker with medical experience to watch her overnight. When I say once worked for them, I mean I literally worked once, just this night, and you're about to hear why I never went back. Oh no. Why? Why does it have to be a creepy... can we even call this woman a grandma? Like, not really. I mean, yeah, but 65? Like, that's actually not old. But I guess, yeah, like, just, you know, middle-aged woman with a developmental disability. So, the 65-year-old woman's name was Martha. Her daughter's name, who contacted me, was Colleen. It's possible Colleen didn't have any other family to watch her and didn't want to or couldn't afford to put Martha in a nursing home. Or it was possible that she felt more comfortable hiring someone with some form of experience to watch over her. At the time, I'm like swallowing my saliva because I'm nervous. This story is already starting like, okay, they're setting up the scene in a way that I'm like, it's gonna be creepy grandma sin, like the theme, isn't it? Something's gonna go very wrong in that house. At the time, I was already a direct care worker for two other women who suffered some forms of developmental disabilities. So I had experience, but nothing prepared me for that night. I love how everyone's just like, oh, hell no. Hey, wait. All right, thank you for noticing. Hey, okay. My parents are almost in their 60s and they had me in their late 30s. Yeah, I don't think, see, like 60, like now when I'm hearing 60, 65, even like 70 is like, okay, well, you're entering that elderly kind of older stage. But like 60 something, that's not even, I don't even consider it like grandma age. Well, yeah, like there are, yeah, I guess like, yeah, you can be a grandma, as in, but like I don't see them as a grandma, like not babushka kind of suddenly gonna be like, I don't know, walking with a cane. I don't know. I don't like this. I already don't like this. Okay. So, babushka. As long as this don't end in orgy. Oh, well, I mean, what? Excuse me? You could do it. Okay. Colleen left for work. Earlier that day, I worked my first job, so I was really pushing my body to exhaustion, trying to make as much money as possible. Bad idea. Colleen had introduced Martha and I. Martha had given me a smile before Colleen brought her upstairs to her bedroom for the night. It was around 9 p.m. Colleen told me that Martha would sometimes walk around the house. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no, no. Of course she does. Of course Martha walks around the, you know, at random times in the middle of the night. Okay. It was around 9 p.m. Colleen told me that Martha would sometimes walk around the house at night acting confused. To say the least. And I'd need to calm her down and bring her back to her room. I don't like this. I already don't like this. I know where this is going. She specifically addressed this not to be a form of sleepwalking when I asked. Oh, hell no. She said it's one of the symptoms of her mother's dementia. I told her to rest assured that I know how to handle it. No, you will not. No, you don't know how to handle it, because this is some supernatural juju or paranormal activity. I spent my time initially in the living room, catching up on my show. These jobs aren't super glamorous, and for the most part, it is a lot of sitting around. And then I heard footsteps from upstairs. I went to the stairway and looked up the stairs, then called Martha's name, asking if she needed anything. She didn't answer. Shit! Okay. I heard her footsteps go back to her room, and then the door closed. Maybe she went to the bathroom. No, she didn't. I went back to the living room and watched some more TV. It was maybe an hour later that I got up to grab my sandwich that I brought from the fridge. As I left the kitchen with a plate and my sandwich to go back to the couch, I nearly had a heart attack and dropped the plate when I saw Martha standing at the doorway, glass shattered everywhere. I apologized to her and asked if she was okay. She started yelling at me. "Who are you?" I reminded her who I am. I'm her direct care worker, here to make sure that she's okay. Everything she said at this point was in a loud scream. "Why are you here? I don't know you." Things of that nature. I reminded her that we had just met and that her daughter Colleen hired me to watch her at the house. This seemed to work for long enough for me to get her to come back upstairs with me and to her room. I brought her up a glass of water and some melatonin and clonazepam. I guess that's another medication. I think it's clonazepam. Anyway, I made sure she took both before going back downstairs. After a few hours, I was absolutely exhausted. I had to get a couple of hours of shut-eye. There was a spare bedroom upstairs with a twin-sized bed where Colleen said I could rest if needed. I felt like at this point, Martha was asleep for the night from the melatonin. I fell asleep within minutes, but I was asleep for only maybe an hour. I woke up to a sound from downstairs. It was this repeated, oh hell no. This is the point where I leave. I wouldn't be there to begin with. Not be there to begin with, because I'm like, no, that's okay. I don't think I can handle this. It was this repeated slamming every 1 to 2 seconds. Something from downstairs was being slammed. I jumped out of bed. I had left the bedroom door open so that I would hear anything if Martha got up. Case in point right here. When I got to the stairs, I realized the slamming was coming from the kitchen. I walked down the stairs in as quick of a speed as I could, while still remaining quiet. Getting to the bottom, I peered around the opening to the kitchen, and what I saw was like a scene from a scary movie I'd seen before. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. No, I'm not. Okay. Alright, let me continue. I saw Martha in the darkness, standing in front of the oven, repeatedly opening it and slamming it shut. It was horrifying. When I say I saw Martha, I really only saw her silhouette. It was that dark in the kitchen. I said, "Martha?" really loudly, and she stopped. Turned to her left, looked at me, shut the oven door one final time, and started walking towards me, towards the stairs. I said in a now softer kind of scared sounding voice, "Are you okay?" She got close enough to me where I could now see her facial features, and she looked at me with this blank expression. Then walked right past me and started walking up the stairs. This is not sound effect for the sake of this video. This is just me hyperventilating a little bit. This is just me being nervous to read the next part, because scary old lady. Yeah, scary lady. Also, Brian, hi. Nope, paranormal activity advice. Yeah, Christy. That's, yeah, I don't want to read this. That's it. Sounds like something my grandpa does. Are you okay? Is your grandpa okay? Also, this reminds me like the slamming. Don't you guys think we've watched like a video? I feel like we've watched a video, like a, like there was a video, like Life of Luxury video or some kind of scary video that was like exactly that. Like a middle-aged lady or an older lady in a nightgown, and just like she's just standing in the kitchen and she's slamming the oven like open and shut. I swear to God I've seen that video. I swear to God I've seen a scary video like that, like some kind of scary TikTok or something. Yeah, we have, right? We did. It's exactly like that. So which inspired which? Ironically, I've had a similar situation that— What? I mean, since you're here, I assume it turned out okay, and I'm glad that you're safe, and I'm glad because it's scary. My grandpa has Alzheimer's. Oh, okay. He's also 90+ years old, and wow, he is old, as in like he's living a long life. He's 90+ years old, and he was always a cantankerous old man, so he's a bit of a handful. Nice. I mean, well, not nice. I meant like, oh, you know, like your grandpa lives you know, is 90+ years old. I don't know why I started, but I'm like, please don't cancel me. What I meant to say, like when I said nice, I meant like, oh, 90+ years. Like my grandpa right now is 80 something, so yeah, it's pretty. I mean, people are living longer lives now. My friend's grandma is like 100 something already, and she's like, and she looks like she's, I don't know, maybe like even younger than my grandparents. So I'm like, this lady's gonna live till like 150. Hashtag cancel. Please don't cancel me. I wasn't not cancer. Please don't cancel me. I didn't mean like, oh, it's nice that your grandpa has Alzheimer's. That's, you know, that's very unfortunate. I meant like, oh, 90+ years, that's a long life. He's a tough old man, hey. But yeah, modern medicine works wonders. Yeah, like that's what I meant. Like, oh, you know, seems like there's a lot more people who live much longer now. Life expectancy is now crazy. Oh no, I ended up, okay, Christy says, oh no, I ended up with a fractured backbone because I got pushed across the room by something I couldn't see, so I don't think it ended too well. Something you could— wait, hold up. like that meme. Hold up. Something you couldn't see. That means, does that mean paranormal activity? Does that mean like there were demons in the house and there were ghosts in the house and you had to like just do some Ghostbuster fighting? I mean, I'm glad that you're okay, you're here. So, you know, at least that. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Damn. My grandma is in her near early 80s. Yeah, mine too, same. She reminds me of my abuela in Mexico. Wait, which one? The creepy grandma who's slamming, well, the grandma who's slamming the oven open and shut? Or William's grandpa, like kind of tough, you know, tough grandma. My grandpa was like 96 before he passed away. Yeah, like now life expectancy is much longer. Okay, because I'm kind of stalling. I'm sort of stalling this story. Okay, so where was I? Okay, I followed her upstairs, but as soon as she got to her room, she slammed her door shut. I knocked on her door saying, "Martha? Are you alright?" She didn't respond. I quietly opened the door just to peek inside, and I saw Martha at the side of her bed, just standing, facing the wall. Eee! That's not in the story, that is me. I've seen a lot. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing through tears because this is scary. I would just quit life. I would just be like, you know what, I'm gonna stay home. I'm just gonna stay home. I'm not gonna go out. Like, that's it. Work, job, who needs a job? It's okay. I've seen a lot, but this was something pretty unsettling This was some pretty unsettling behavior that I feel like is the exact kind of stuff you would see in some scary movies, like I mentioned before. I walked over to her and gently eased her into the bed. When she was lying down, I covered her, and for what I was hoping would be the final time, I said, "Good night, Martha," and shut her door. Spoiler alert, this is not the final time. I went across the upstairs to the spare bedroom and went back to bed. I purposely tried not to fall back asleep for at least half an hour, just in case she would wake up again. But I don't even know if I made it that long. All I know is I fell asleep pretty freaking quickly. I woke up once again, however much later. The room was still pitch black, and the 1 hour alarm I set had not yet gone off. I looked around the room, wondering what woke me up. Or who? Wondering what woke me up. I didn't see what it was until I heard a sound from inside the closet. Fuck. That is also not in the story. The cursing is just all me. You know, just ignore that. All the cursing is just, that's just me. So I heard the sound from inside the closet. I then noticed the cracked open closet door and the black shadow of a head peeking out from the closet. Again, I almost had a heart attack. I said, "Martha?" She didn't answer. I kept saying, "Martha," a bunch of times, until she pushed the door open and I saw her approaching the bed slowly. I started saying what she was saying, she started saying what she was saying hours ago again. "Who are you? I don't know you." As she got closer, I would quit it. I would quit. That's it. As she got closer, I tried calming her down, reminding her who I am. I reached for the lamp next to the bed and fumbled with it until it turned on. Martha was holding a huge kitchen knife in her hand. Fuck! At this moment, everything changed. Martha was now a threat to my life, and I had to worry about myself, not her. I screamed at this point. "Martha, put the knife down." I guess my screams stressed her out because she got closer and started screaming back at me, still repeating, "I don't know you." I wasn't going to attempt to calm down a knife-wielding dementia patient. That was not in any job description. I mapped out a way to run around her in the bedroom, and I went for it. I jumped off the bed on the side further from her and screamed again. And she screamed again. "Who are you?" She swung the knife at me, and as I ran past her. It was a slow and weak swipe from what I saw, but nonetheless showed that she had intentions of actually using it. I got downstairs and grabbed my shoes and went outside. Instead of calling 911, I called Colleen, as she requested I do if there's an issue. I was courteous in doing this because getting law enforcement involved is never doing anyone any favors. Debatable. Colleen was yelling into the phone at me for not to leave her. And honestly, I yelled back that she attempted to kill me and that I didn't call the police. She had to leave work, of course. I stayed out outside of the house, making sure Martha didn't go anywhere until Colleen returned. When Colleen went inside, Martha was back in her bed asleep. Colleen went as far as accusing me of exaggerating the whole thing until she found the knife next to Martha's bed. To not give any more fuel to blame me for any of this, I left out the fact that I ever went to sleep. But that doesn't mean that I felt in any way I did anything wrong. Colleen even offered me that room to sleep. I never worked in that house again. Martha was a scarier patient than I'd ever dealt with in any of my jobs in my 9 years of being a direct care aide. Shit! Yeah, bro, no. Bro, no. 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 Like the moment like sharp weapons are involved, I'm just like, okay, this is not a patient anymore. That's a threat to my life. I'm gonna go. That's it. No amount of money is gonna like make me stay here. She tried to catch us lacking making us look crazy. Yeah, so is it still an option to run out the front door and just go off the grid? Yeah. Still an option. It's still an option to run out, call a taxi, go to the airport, change your name, or go to the whatever, change your name, go to the airport, buy tickets to Peru. Or maybe not in this order, like maybe go to the airport, buy tickets, go to Peru, arrive in Peru, change your name, get a plastic surgery, change your face, and live the rest of your life, I don't know, herding sheep or alpacas in Machu Picchu or somewhere else. Quitting was the smart option. Yeah, I think that's it. Is it an option to just not exist anymore? Live as a cave troll? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, just change your name and go off the grid. Don't have a phone. Don't connect to the internet ever again. Don't use credit cards. Just use cash if you can, and just stay off the grid. That's it. Very good life, and all your friends are just alpacas. That's it. You have no human. Well, we have no human friends anymore in that scenario. We only socialize with alpacas. My new name will be Bartholomew. Bartholomew. I don't even know how to pronounce it. What is that name? I mean, yeah, like that's a name. I know that's a name. That's a very it sounds like a very posh name. I don't know how to. Bartholomew, I guess. Something like that. Hold on, this BGM is going though. I know. The BGM is being like a little too party. Very distinguished. Oh, that's a good word. That is a very distinguished name. Very distinguished. Was it too loud? Was the... Yeah, that's if I remember, Kevin MacLeod. Okay, I have to like... Maybe in a minute. Okay, in a minute I'm gonna change it to like more calmer part of this BGM. I love how everyone's like, holy shit, that music. This is Kevin MacLeod. Yeah, it's actually very good. I really like this composer. Like, he does have a lot of good music. I mean, I use his track, like one of his tracks, like I usually use it for my true crime streams, so that's him also. Interest background song, yeah. I'm glad you survived those scary events. Me? Well, that was just a story, but I'm glad that the OP survived the scary events. Hacker music, yeah. Oh yeah, now that I think about it, yeah, this is something that you would play in the background when you're hacking into the evil country's government. I don't know, like a system. This is what I would use if I were a hacker for the military. I would use the song, or just like, not associated with anyone. Freelance hacker. Yeah. I would use the song called Never Forgive Me, Never Forget Me. Oh. I don't know that one. Unless I might have. I actually might know it, but might have heard it. Or an evil corporate. Yeah, like, or something like, oh, if you're breaking into an evil secret, you know, secret confidential lab, government lab that is experimenting on humans and creating a new species of deadly rabbits, and you're trying to ruin their plan, their evil plan. The company will not be denied. Oh no! Oh no! Dude, am I the only one that has a feeling someone's gonna make a movie out of Lethal Company? This is gonna be a movie. It's gonna just be cool. Like, it's gonna look a little cooler. There's gonna be like more backstory and stuff. But I have a feeling someone's gonna make it. This is gonna be turned into a movie. Like Netflix is on it. They're like, okay, people like this game. We have to get this. We have to get the rights to make this into a full kind of motion picture. Yeah, it's probably gonna happen. I mean, Five Nights at Freddy's got turned into a movie, but yeah, like, I feel like the Lethal Company is like, it's a really good setting for a movie. I mean, Dead Space, I guess Dead Space is a little, it has a little more story, so less likely. Ironically, like, I don't think Dead Space would be turned into a movie. I feel like Lethal Company, because there's more flexibility. Because you don't really have, like, oh, characters, you don't really have names, you don't really have anything, you can, like, come up with anything, but the concept itself is good. So, like, yeah, you're working for this. You're willingly working for this company and, like, just getting... Man, someone should... Wait, is this even possible? Wait, Lethal Company... movie? Hold up. Hold up, is this happening? Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Video game. Wait, this Lethal Company... Oh, no. Some people are speculating. They're like, oh, this would be awesome. I think that would be a good material. Such a good material for a movie. They should really get on that and yeah. No, it will be a terrible streaming show. No, I would just make it into like 3-part movie, not a show. Like, I don't think it would be a good show. Like, I think it would be right, like one movie, or like just one standalone movie, or like, or maybe max 2, 3. Like, that's fine. But yeah, there's just yeah, has talked about wanting to do that for a... Oh, okay, wait. Did you hear about the Beyblade eBay auction? What? I did not. When Megan 2 came out, I'm going to go see... There is Megan 2? I thought like 1 was like... 1 kind of felt like, oh, okay, well, it's done. Yeah, I mean, it was fine. It was fine. I just don't see it being like a part of a franchise. Like, oh, you know, 2, 3, 7 parts. Maybe like just 2. I feel like the second one might perform much worse. Alright. Okay, so are you guys ready for that? Because I'm stalling. I don't want to read the third one. But let's read the third story. I had a summer job when I was a 15-year-old girl that was a few miles from my house. I lived in a rural, yes. I lived in a, oh, I fucking hate this word. I lived in a rural, wooded area, and my parents never let me go into the woods by myself, but they worked days and my job started at noon every day, so I had to walk to work. So maybe first time having a job, not first day on the job. I don't know. I chose to disobey them and walk through the woods. Bad idea. Instead of on the road. Very bad idea. Mistake. Alert, alert. Just turn back. Abort, abort. To work because, walk through the woods to work because it cut about a mile off of my walk. So every day at the same time, wait, Let me increase this. Yeah. So every day at the same time. Oh, wait, hold up. Yeah. All right, that's fine. So every day at the same time. Actually, let me just. I love how I'm like stalling some more because these stories are scary. Wait, I might sneeze. Give me a moment. No, never mind. I'm okay. No, never mind. I didn't sneeze. Also, my headphones just kind of fell from my head. God damn it. Bless. I am blessed. Okay. So, every day, at the same time, I would walk through the very much abandoned state forest down a deer path for a mile or so until it intercepted a railroad track. When I would walk, then I would walk a couple more miles down the railroad tracks into town to do my job. Stupid, I know, but I was 15. Yeah, very stupid. What the fuck are you doing? Have you not heard of the Delphi murders? Taking this path always freaked me out. Then why do you do this? Why? Just walk that half a mile. Taking this path always freaked me out, and I always felt like I was being watched, but it was shorter and less sunny and less hot, and so I ignored my instinct. I ignored everything. All the signs that it's a bad idea. And so I ignored my instincts, thinking my parents' influence was just making me paranoid. My parents would pick me up after my shift, unaware of my daily routine. This continued for weeks. One day, I'm walking about a mile from any houses, deep in the woods, and there are 2 porn magazine pages that had been ripped out and placed on the trail facing me. Oh, what the fuck? They hadn't been there the day before. I was completely creeped out, as they were clearly intentionally placed, and probably for me, since very few people utilize this area. Okay, this would be the... Jeez. But I kept walking because if I turned around at this point, I would have further to go to get out of the woods, and then there was a huge hill to climb to get back to my house, and no one would be around there to help me anyway. So this last story, I guess it's like a little bit more about like less of about the job, more of the like the way to work, the way to, you know. So a different type of lesson learned from first job. This was a densely wooded area with brambles and dogwood and rolling hills, so I couldn't see very far in any direction. Suddenly, I could hear someone else walking close by. I stopped, and I would hear them for a split second, and then they would stop. They sounded like they had change in their pockets, so I knew it wasn't an animal, but because of the echo, I couldn't tell where it was coming from. Shit. Just to check that I wasn't crazy, I stopped once more, and heard the same noise, which quickly stopped when I stopped. That's when I knew I was being stalked. My heart was racing with fear, and my vision went blurry, but my instincts told me to not speak and not to run, but just keep walking down the dense deer path further into the woods. What the fuck? My gut told me not to look behind me. I could sense there was someone right behind me on the deer path now, but I did not look back. Now, I'm a rather short, slightly chubby person. Always have been. And looking at me, you would probably assume that I couldn't run very fast. So if you wanted to catch me deep in the woods, you might assume you had a plenty of time to do so. I mean, maybe surprise, motherfucker. This person is like super, it's like the Flash. Okay, so... And looking back, I think that is exactly what this creep was thinking. But back then, I ran cross country. Oh, okay. But back then, I ran cross country and track and could run a 7-minute mile, and hills were my specialty. Nice. I always placed really well on hilly terrain. By no means was I a great runner, but certainly I was likely faster than whatever pedo creep was hanging out. I like this. Whatever pedo creep was hanging out in the woods, stalking a little girl. It's not that I was processing this thought at the time. I was instinctually knew not to run. I just instinctually knew not to run. Yet. Nice. Okay, I like this story. I like the story. It's not exactly about the job, the first day on the job, but it's like, oh, on the way to my first job. I kept walking seemingly deeper into the woods because I knew the train track was up ahead, where there would be more space to run without tripping or getting caught in the tree branches. It was terrifying to not look back, but something told me not to. While I walked, I felt like my entire body was shutting down. It's a feeling I've never felt before or after that day. It was the feeling of being prey. I was like, for being gray? What? It was the feeling of being prey. Everything went blurry, and I could feel blood pulsing in my ears, and my heart was pounding. I just kept walking like nothing was happening and did not turn around, but I could feel someone maybe 5 or 10 feet behind me at this point, following me for a good 1/8 of a mile. I didn't turn around. I didn't scream because I knew no one would hear me. As soon as I got near the train tracks, which were elevated along a man-made gravel mound, I ran. And then I ran on all fours up the hill, gripping onto weeds to pull myself up faster. And then I sprinted along the tracks as fast as my lungs and legs could carry me. I heard and saw branches snapping below me in the woods, but now I was out in the sun and the woods were dark, so I couldn't see what was behind the branches. I just kept sprinting. I never even saw the person, but I knew their intentions were awful. I never cut through the woods again, and I didn't mention what happened to my parents until I was 18 and had moved out of the house. I was too afraid of being grounded. Okay, listen. This is the end of this story, but I like the finish. I was too afraid of being grounded. Okay. As a parent, like, oh, if, you know, as a parent in the future, I would be, I mean, I don't know. I would not, I don't know. I might also like ground my kid or something. Like, damn. Nice finish, but like, no, I would be mad at my kid a little bit if they did that. Like, you know, if they, oh, you know, they were going through the woods. I would just be like, child, come sit with me. Let me play you this Netflix documentary. This is my parenting method. Just sit them down, have a true crime documentary for everything. Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus doesn't do it, but Hulu, Amazon Prime, every single one of them. I would just be like, come child, come here, sit your ass down. I have a documentary for that. Not the true crime documentary. Yeah, I have a true crime documentary for everything. For every single stupid, dumb decision that teenagers make. Grounded, I would hunt it in the woods. Oh yeah, I mean it's good that the OP obviously survived, obviously like went home. I don't think it's a good, also I don't think it's smart to not tell anyone, because like there's other people around. What if there's another child like out there who's gonna be going through those woods, just cutting through those woods, the same path, and there is a creep out in the woods? Why would you not say anything? Like, inform the authorities. Jesus, you're gonna frighten your child. No, it's okay. It's okay. I'm telling you, it's fine. All right, let me change the music actually. Did I? Oh yeah. All right. Okay, so now that it's not scary anymore, because this was actually the last story. Let's talk about parenting. A lifetime of preemptive parenting. I love it. Yeah, see, like every single dude, I have a true crime documentary for everything. I think I have a case for everything. For every stupid like teenage decision. It's like, oh, sneaking out to a party. Boom, I have a true crime documentary for that. I have a documentary on Netflix for that. What else? Getting in a car with a stranger. I'll definitely have a Netflix documentary for that. What else is like kind of a dumb behavior? Hitchhiking. Boom, case or documentary for that. Hiking alone. Oh, definitely have a case for that. Yeah, kind of. Or like, yeah, it's a kind of like, oh, you know, taking a shortcut through some isolated area or sketchy area in the city. Oh, yeah. Another documentary. Oh, the internet, like just talking to strangers online. Boom, documentary. Stealing candy from a baby? Probably there's a case for that too. Trying to steal cookies from the cookie jar? Okay, maybe not. Boom, case for that too. Okay, maybe not that, but should that conversation about parenting happen in front of a gas station? I mean, it's fine. It's okay. I can't just like drive home now. First of all, because I don't drive, I'm a terrible driver. I walked. Second of all, because this is the setup and it's fine. It's fine. It's fine, okay? Don't worry about it. How about calling scams? Oh yeah, there's definitely a documentary for that. Dude, Netflix has a documentary for everything. And it's just kind of scary. Oh, going to like festivals. Like, you know, concert goers and like, oh, you know, incidents at festivals or music festivals or concerts or anything. There are like, at least I think there's definitely one documentary about the fire festival, which like don't be stupid, don't like get caught by, you know, spend a shit ton of money on like a scam. There's definitely some kind of case. I remember some kind of case where a concert goer went missing and they got murdered or something. Oh, UFOs, come on now. So many cases, so many documentaries too. Unexplained. You can just, you know, exploring abandoned houses, like definitely 28 Days Haunted, or, you know, scary houses. 28 Days Haunted, that's the documentary. Another one for like paranormal, supernatural, paranormal activity is Unexplained on Netflix. I recommend. Is this Freddy Fazbear's pizza? No, it's not. I don't think so. Going to follow the creepy ghost child into the forest? Boom, case for that too. Exactly, I do. Come on. There's a case or documentary for everything. So it's a great method to parent your kid. Be like, okay, well, you're asking me to go to this party that's not with only your friends. Like, oh, you've been invited to this party. I don't know, like the party for people you don't know. I mean, that's fine. Like a party. Okay, parties. Or clubbing. Oh, clubbing. Boom. Documentary and case for that too. But yeah, like, oh, you know, oh, you want to go hitchhiking with your friend, with your, you know, just the two of you, and you guys want to hitchhike? Okay, sit your ass down. Let me just show you a documentary. Let's watch this video. I remember hearing about a case where a guy ate live robins while committing a... What the heck? What the fuck? What about camping? Oh, I have so many cases. Dude, so many cases for like camping. Like murder cases, unsolved murders, and so many. Missing persons, so many camping. Yeah, like camping, I think it would have to really be with like a bunch of people Like, they can go, I think I would, like, still allow them, but be like, hey, anything happens, anything's happening, doesn't matter what hour, like, doesn't matter if it's, like, 3 fucking a.m., you call me. You call me, you inform me that there's something happening, and I shall take my bat and head over to you. I should take my barbed wire bat, barbed wire wrapped bat, sorry, and head over right over to you. I got your back. And they'd be like, okay, this is the address, that's again like Dave Chappelle, but oh, okay, mom, this is the address of that party or that camping site and party. And I'm like, motherfucker, you will not believe this. I'm at the same party. See, like, if you go with in a group with people you really trust, and you know you guys are safe, then or also like don't go to like completely middle of nowhere, I guess. Like, I get it, but like at the same time, like, oh, make sure that there's some kind of town, somewhere nearby there's like civilization. Mom, come pick me up, I'm scared. Yeah, like, I think you know what, like, honestly, I would be proud of them. I would be like, yes, this is exactly what I mean. This is exactly what I mean. Like, you're scared, something's happening, you call me. You call me, and if Fierce Child goes missing, she would become a detective in IRL. Yeah, I'm an internet sleuth. I could be, you know, I would find them. Doesn't matter. I would be like Liam Neeson. That's it. The kidnappers should be afraid. I would turn Liam Neeson. My god, I love your aesthetic. Thank you so much, Ethan. Thank you so much. I went camping, saw a weird looking cabin, and they had this book. I'm like, oh my god, child. Have you seen the Blair Witch Project? Don't just no, just don't. I would probably just warn them about everything. There's a lot of scary stuff out there. But yeah, you know, like, I think I would be very proud of my child if they really listened and they trusted me enough to, like, trusted me to call me if they are scared, if they are, you know, they're drunk and they can't drive, if the party is getting sketchy and they need help, obviously, like, just call me. If they have a fucking car accident, don't be afraid, like, call me. If you're acting like Liam Neeson would be amazing, yeah. You know what, like, okay, in the future, like, I would love it. I should do it. But I'm kind of thinking, like, oh, imagining if Liam Neeson is still alive by then. I mean, I think he will be, but I don't know how old is Liam Neeson? Wait, Liam Neeson. Wait, how old is he? He was... Oh, 71. Shit! Gotta hurry up. Because Liam Neeson is 71? Shit, I have to hurry up. But, like, oh, you know, I was thinking, like, oh, if in the future, like, if I have a daughter and she's, you know, she's getting married, like, she's, right, like, oh, she's gonna be getting married, I would, maybe I should just, like, do it now, but, you know, like, oh, my daughter is getting married, I would kind of try to, because, like, I saw this one video of, like, Liam Neeson being asked by a fan to threaten them, and, you know, like, on TV, and like, Liam Neeson, like, oh, the lights dim, and he's just, like, threatening the guy. He's like, listen to me now, Matthew. So I was like, I was having this idea, like, oh, for my daughter's wedding, I would just get, like, maybe I would try hard to get Liam Neeson to record a video. That would be so good. Or, like, deepfake. Actually, deepfake. Could be deepfake, but record a video where he's, like, literally threatening the guy. Just being like, listen to me carefully, Matthew. That would be amazing. And just play it at the wedding. Be like, hey, by the way, we have a special video from our family's dear friend, and he wants to say something to you, you know, son-in-law, almost. But yeah, like, Matthew, he wants to say something to you. And then he'd be like, listen to me carefully now, Matthew. Oh my god, it would be great. I need him to make a voicemail. Exactly, yeah, like voicemail, or yeah, or like wedding video or something. Just like a short, Yeah, like literally short video where he's like threatening the guy. It's great. Damn, that means 71. I gotta hurry up then. Yeah, that would be awesome. That would be awesome. That would be so good. Anyway, as for you guys, like what do we have this week? We have a couple of things. Yes. We've got a couple of things, a couple of streams that I wanted to do. Wait. Okay, so tomorrow, like it says, I don't have a stream tomorrow, but actually that changed. I will have a stream on Friday. So, well, my Saturday, your Friday, like US Friday. But I will have a stream. It's gonna be a gaming stream. It will be a collab with a couple of VTubers. You know, like Arari, Ritsu, Nem. We're just gonna be hanging out, and it's just gonna be scary, spooky game. Possibly fear therapy, or what was it? The other one? Something. Fuck, I forgot to. I still have to. Wait. Hold up. The new one. Content warning. That's the game. Like we might play content warning or fear therapy. We'll see. And then we have a true crime stream on Patreon. You guys, I am super excited for the case on Patreon. I know it's like a kind of weird thing to get excited about because people died. But if you want some like, I don't know, Breaking Bad level planning and Breaking Bad level plotting and execution and like makeshift labs and some shady substances from dark web, that's the case. That's gonna be the case. I'm gonna be talking about a case that kind of, the person was inspired by Breaking Bad, and it's pretty ridiculous. It's so ridiculous that you like, yeah, it's sad. On one hand, it's very sad because, you know, obviously a person died. On the other hand, I have no idea how this guy thought this is gonna work out and he's gonna like get away with it. So I will take a piss at this case. I will take a piss at this guy, because the perpetrator, because blew my mind. Mostly at the stupidity. Like really, you thought this was not gonna, you're not gonna get like discovered? Like you really thought they're not gonna figure out it was you, and they're not gonna find it? But yeah, so there's gonna be some pretty crazy case. I'm just gonna be talking about some pretty crazy case on Saturday, and then we have Sunday also a true crime case on YouTube. Which the case on YouTube actually is one that played out with, or was solved partly because of internet sleuths, partly because of a Discord server. So it is gonna be a Discord murders. So you guys will see. Okay, that's it. Both cases pretty crazy. I'm looking forward to talking to you about it, and I hope to see you guys there. I hope to see you guys, like my Patreon members, there for the stream for the case. It will be pretty crazy. The internet sleuths at it again. Yeah, exactly. We're gonna have some sleuthing this week. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for today. I hope you enjoyed the scary stories, real scary stories. I hope you liked the stories. Please be careful out there. Don't walk through the woods alone, especially in isolated areas, where you can't really call for help. Please be careful at all times, because there's a lot of bad people out there, bad things that might happen to you. So, stay safe. What else? Oh yeah, well, caretakers, care aid workers, good luck to you guys. You guys are doing a wonderful job. It's not an easy job. It's, it's pretty difficult job, and I, like, mad respect if you've chosen this profession, because it takes a lot. Apparently some pretty disturbing grandmas sometimes. I hope you won't get a disturbing, you know, just kind of scary grandma. You won't have to, you know, just find yourself in a similar situation as the OP with a grandma trying to attack you with a knife. So stay safe out there. And what about the first one? Oh yeah, working at McDonald's. Well, that one was real. So I mean, about like all of them supposedly real, but that one I think was just felt like something that might happen, like that happens frequently. And I don't know, I okay, maybe not frequently, but you know, it just felt more real for some reason. Like the first one, right? The first one felt less scary, more like shit, these things happen every day. Like the other two, okay, these things don't happen every day, maybe, like, oh, it doesn't feel as, you know, as frequent or like as real. But the first one really felt like, oh shit, like those robberies really do happen every day, every single day, and it's pretty scary. So you guys just stay safe out there. And wasn't it Burger King, or am I mistaken? No, it was McDonald's. The first one was McDonald's. But yeah, you guys please stay safe out there. Always lock your doors and windows, wear your hexes. Until the next time, bye.